What's good, everybody? Valley here once again, and welcome back to the workshop. And I've been teasing this for a couple videos now. It's sale time, because I need to be able to pay my bills and hopefully get myself a new phone and laptop, because things are starting to crap out on me. But yeah, I am having a sale of some of my my more favorite sort of Fallout-themed blasters. Starting with the Arctic Demon Eliminator Mark I, which is just a desolator that I painted up to look all nice and rusted and diesel punky, but I just left all the orange possible, even paying the mag to match. It is wired up with Michelle 2.0s in a higher crush cage with worker wheels, which, even though Michelle's aren't meant for a higher crush system, this thing seems to run just fine. Like, I've run this through many wars and Nuka-Colas and stuff, so I could test it and everything, and it runs really well. Expanded battery tray by Charlie Hadley, designed to look like a 55-gallon drum. But yes, I think this one is really nice. It's got a nice matte sort of paint job, and I put battery specifications and everything on there. But it's a nice primary. Mag matches and everything, and I trimmed away a little bit of the wire cover, but these wires fit nice and snug and flush in there anyway, so it works out. Yes, moving on to the next one. And moving on to this one, this is the AER 628 prototype laser rifle. This is an Alpha Hawk that I painted up to look like a laser rifle from Fallout. I mean, it's not exactly a square laser rifle or anything, but I gave it the right sort of aesthetic. Painted the cylinder to look like a fusion core or microfusion cell. And I did minorly upgrade the spring in this, but since it's got this weird bolt system that's kind of like clipped in, they're kind of jiggly. You can't really do too terribly much with this because it is essentially a Spectre without the slide on top. But it's served me well. Removed the pegs out of the cylinder. And yes, moving on to the next one. Alright, getting into the Sledgefires. This is the Gunner Sledgefire and the Atom Cat Sledgefire, where I was playing around with a lot of Fallout 4 stuff. The Atom Cats and the Gunner both have their tally marks filled in, so it looks nice and smooth again. And the Atom Cat was made before I started using my my Valor decals. Gunner's made with painted with a slightly lighter tone of metal to give a slightly different look, make it a little bit lighter since the green's kind of dark anyway. And the Atom Cat is a little bit more of a darker paint job anyway. They both have Sentry springs in them, as well as having the ARs blown out and everything, so you can use single shells or mega shells or whatever. And they both perform really nicely. And they both have prototypes of my my Sledgefire sling rings, like different versions of it. And yeah, moving on to the next one. Alright, moving on to a bunch of the pistols. First is the Lavender Law Double Strike. This is just a simple double strike that's been upgraded with a Blaster Parts double strike spring, given a Goat 3D Rhino barrel, and a nice leather wrap like I like to do for these pistols. And yes, it's got a very mean prime on it. Left the ARs in, it's not been singled or anything. But yeah. This is the little laser pistol that could. This is a switch shot that's been modified with K26 and a brass barrel, been padded out and everything. And yeah, this thing can nail people from a good distance. I mean, it's essentially a night finder, so you know what to expect. But it's been given a nice sort of weathered, kind of flat matte paint job. And yeah, I like it. It's fun. Moving on to the next one. This is another hammer shot. This is the Vault-Tec Representative's revolver, is what I called it at the time. I made this one to be sold at Nuka-Cola, but never sold because people, you know, whatever. I don't expect people to buy my stuff like at all. This one was given a nice paint job, all nice and weathered. Orange Mod Works 8 kilogram spring, left the AR in, but I removed the pegs in the cylinder so it can fire Stephens and stuff more easily. And I ground out these the little holes there, so it gives it a little extra depth. And I also hit it with a little heat gun to make it like it's a little bit dented on the side, which I think looks quite nice. And yeah, the twin to that one is the Nuka-Cola hammer shot, which it was made the day after the Vault-Tec hammer shot. Same sort of internal, same sort of like depth there, but I think it looks really nice. That nice deep red, kind of nice, that Nuka-Cola red, and the hand-drawn, the free-handed Nuka-Cola logo on there. And again, since we're going with hammer shots, this was a Sweet Destiny, but this is the Steel Warhawk. This is my this was my personal sidearm before I kind of got the Chronos and all that. And yeah, you might recognize this sort of paint scheme because a while back I did a Sweet Revenge that was similar to this, but it was more pristine and it had a green body. And I decided to make myself a twin to it because I liked that paint scheme. And yes, I made this and look like it's rusty steel and it's all chipped and everything, and on the paint and everything, and even the Valor right there is chipped out. And again, 8 kilogram spring for just kind of reliable performance, so it's not too terribly hard to prime back or anything. But yeah, I think it spins really nicely. And yes. Whew, so what do you think? I'm not sure if I'll be putting them on my Etsy or what. I think I'm probably just going to keep them up on my Facebook page. And if you guys have any offers or anything for any things I've mentioned in the video here, just drop me a message over on my Facebook or my Discord or whatever, if you know where I am and everything. I am a regular over on the Fuzzy Walrus Discord servers. And yeah, again, thanks once again to my patrons over on Patreon. And they get like first dibs on anything I make. I post build pics and everything, and just sneak peeks of what I'm working on. And yeah, I recently posted today a nice picture of this next commission I'm working on, in terms of something I'm designing in Fusion 360. And yeah, again, I'm rambling. Links down in the doobly-doo for my Facebook if you have any offers or anything for anything I've made. And yes, thanks for watching.